Okay, today I want to talk to you about Strava and El Prieto. More specifically about El Prieto coming up recommended on my Strava. So I've been using Strava pretty much since it started. Maybe a year after it started, I started using the free version and then the subscription version maybe 10 years later. I didn't see a need for the subscription until I started really getting into it, and I just wanted to support the guys. So maybe not quite 10 years, but when they started doing the subscription, and I felt, okay, it does this extra stuff, it's worth it. And I'm not sure if you use the free or the subscription version, and what's your take on this? So now they have even advertisements on my subscription version, which I don't agree with, and they make trail selections, or trail recommendations, I should say. And I did a hike the other day, and so it has me down on Strava doing a hike, and now it's coming up with hiking recommendations. And the top in my feed is, I guess part of it is because geographically I'm located close to El Prieto. It's my backyard trail, but it came up with El Prieto as a easy hike and recommended it. Now I want to talk about a few things. Number one, I don't consider El Prieto easy for a hiker. I would consider it intermediate, and I would also consider it an exposed hiking trail, because there's sections of it that are narrow and exposed. That's number one. It's not easy. It's short, doesn't gain too much altitude, but it's not easy for the fact that it's technical and it's exposed. So I don't know what went into their algorithm, probably people rating it or whatever. And then secondly, within my area around me, there's other trails that are, I would consider, way more hiker friendly and easier, or recommended for a hiker that wants something that's maybe tree covered, doesn't mind the exposure, and here's the key factor: doesn't want to be dealing with cyclists, mountain bikers specifically, bombing down the trail, because they are gonna bomb down that trail. Yes, they are. And people say, oh well, cyclists should be more respectful, they need to yield and be cautious. The trail is the most switchback you could ever imagine. It's a very technical, switchbacky type of trail. There are a lot of blind corners. So even the most cautious mountain biker is going to come around a blind corner and come up on some hikers. It's just the probability of that on El Prieto is a higher probability than many other trails that are around here. Secondly, there are trails around here that you cannot ride bikes on. As you guys saw, I went to the Ben Overlook Trail, or Over Turf Trail. I can't remember what it was called exactly, but there's several other trails in Monrovia that are probably equal distance from me, maybe slightly further, and they're hikers only. They are very visible. You're not too far off the beaten path. If you go down in El Prieto, and this has happened to my mountain biker friends, the rescue guys are kind of in a quandary of how they're going to get you out of there. It's not easy. Whereas some of the other trails, you're literally easy to be found and easy to get out of there. So that's another thing. And then for the pure fact that the other hiking trails, if you're going to recommend hiking trail Strava, the other ones are designated hiking trails. So wake the fuck up and stop recommending El Prieto. I've really gotten to the point where this has aggravated me, and I try not to let too many things get under my skin. I mean, let's face it, this is first world problems, and there's a lot bigger problems out there. But the fact that every other time I ride El Prieto and I see a group of hikers, and every couple months, or maybe at least 2 or 3 times a year, a hiker will stop me and say, oh wow, this is kind of dangerous, you know, you should be careful around hikers. And they're warning me, and they're saying, you don't have a bell, or I didn't hear your bell. And they're taunting me almost to have an interaction with them, which I don't. I don't entertain those interactions. I don't confront. I just say, okay, sorry, have a nice day, and go on my way. I have said to one of them that was carrying a 2-year-old up on his shoulders, telling him that be careful, there are some really loose sections up there that are exposed. Just out of my, I guess, father intuition, but I didn't make a big deal out of it other than that, because I could just see him having this toddler fall down the mountain with him, and it was really something that I thought that would be bad for everyone, or especially bad if a mountain biker came up on him and he's trying to dodge a mountain biker with his 2-year-old up on his shoulders. So I felt compelled to say something, but that was about 3 or 4 years ago. Maybe you're that guy I said that to. You can comment below, but it was out of concern, not being trying to be telling you what to do with your life. So I'm going to leave it there, and you leave a comment below if you live around here and are using Strava and that comes up as a hiking suggestion for you. I will put the card on my video showing what Strava said to me as a example of what I'm talking about, because I'm going to validate this with some proof. So thanks for watching. Get out there and ride. And I'm going to peel down a layer. I'm getting pretty hot. Talk to you guys later.